So in this video, I am with Zachary Ricks from Paddy Cap Dice, and we are going to have a versus match with a little copper dragon wormling and a Durgar. How are you, Zach?
I'm doing well. How are you, Chris?
Excellent. Yes, thanks for joining me on this little strange idea.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we've chosen to challenge one creatures, and let me show people the battle area. This is our little battle arena. So effectively, I thought we would sort of start either sides of this black little circle. We have cover, and you can fly as high as you need. I think we should roll off for initiative.
Do it.
I got 14 plus my dex of nothing. 14 for me.
All right, and 13 plus 1, so it's 14.
Ooh, okay, so we do a flat roll, a flat die roll.
Yeah.
D20. Oh no, I got 2.
Let's see. Roll again. And 15.
Damn, okay. You're up.
I am going to fly up about, let's do 30 feet in the air.
Okay, 30 feet up.
Mm-hmm. About half its flying speed. And then...
So in inches, that's 8, so that's 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. You're 40 feet away from my character.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and going to move 25 feet towards your character.
Okay.
Towards the dwarf.
Wow, you're right above me.
Okay. And then I'm going to use Acid Breath.
Okay!
So that would be a acid and 20-foot line that's 5 feet wide. The Durgar needs to make a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 11.
Okay, dex save. My dex is plus nothing. I have no special saves. That is a 5! Oh dear.
Alright, so on a fail, it's going to take 4d8 acid damage.
Oh wait! Durgar resilience. The Durgar has advantage on saving throws against poison, spells, and illusions. Right, as well as resistant to charmed or paralyzed. Now, would you say that Dragon's Breath is spell, or how would you DM that? This is what I hoped would come up. These questions on
So, I would rule the Dragon's Breath as being more of a biological feature of the monster.
Yeah.
Now, dragons are innate spellcasters. Like the monster manual describes them as innately magical creatures. They have the innate spellcaster optional rule, where you can give dragons a list of spells they can use. I'm not using that rule for this particular wormling, this particular encounter, and so I have no spells to use for this dragon. I would rule that its base actions, the Acid Breath, would be for a dragon just the same as a bite or a tail attack, and be just a natural feature of that monster.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I think it is. I don't know. Sometimes I would rule a breath as magical, but it's not a spell.
Yeah, like,
I don't have anything to do with it. I failed. You can roll some damage. Let me put your dice roller up.
So we got 4d8 here.
48.
And we're gonna roll that. So a total of 18 acid damage.
Sheesh. 18. That brings me down 22. Now I was using full hit points. I'm not sure if Zach was using the average.
So he went up 30 feet and then used 20 more. So I have 10 more feet of movement. So I'm going to fly 10 feet higher in the air.
Higher? Okay.
Yeah, just a little higher.
40 feet. Okay. All I can do there is javelin you. Now then, my quandary is, if I enlarge myself, I can do extra damage. So I guess that's my action though. That's the problem. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is, on this turn, I'm going to enlarge myself.
Alright. That's awesome.
But that, unfortunately, is this go. However, I do have move, and I'm effectively going to move to cover. How far can I move? What is Durgar? 25 feet? I don't like that. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which puts me the other side of you here. Not even quite into cover. That is me done.
So I'm going to fly 20 feet down
Okay. So
towards
that's
you.
20 feet now.
And then, face you. And then I'm going, and then to recharge the breath weapon. And it doesn't say in the stat block
Recharge
if
5
that
and
is
6.
a bonus action or an actual action. I don't see any rules, so I would roll it at my table as a bonus action to recharge the breath weapon. What do you think?
I don't even really like that. I think it's just like,
Yeah.
that's just a mechanic outside of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I always have it. The first one's a freebie, the second and that I have to roll 5 or 6, but it's not as part of an action or anything. Oh, you rolled a 1.
Yeah, rolled a 1. So the acid breath is not recharged. I'll use slowing breath then.
Yes, I missed this, really. You roll, and it's both breaths, so you can't do any breath if you fail. We notice in a while.
So I exhale gas in a 15-foot cone. How far away are you?
I think you get me. 15 foot. I mean, that's arguable, but it's on my square, so I'm going to say yes.
Okay. So then the Duergar needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save's
The
quite
DC
good.
of 11.
2. I rolled. God, I rolled a 5. So that's 7.
Okay.
Failed.
So on a failed save, your speed is halved, and you can't make more than one attack on your turn. You can use either an action or a bonus action on his turn, but not both.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to turn invisible. But then I can't attack. Ah! So what would be the sensible thing to do if I half moved, then turned invisible? That's my only real clever play. So you're gonna again? I'm not even trying to damage you on this turn though. Okay, I'm going to get a javelin at you.
All right.
Just before I do anything else. That's a plus 4 to. That didn't quite go in frame. But 17 plus 4. 21.
Yeah, it hits.
So here goes. Nothing. That is a 6 and a 1.
9. Okay, that brings me down to 13 health.
So I still have 25 foot of movement. Oh, but your fly is you're just going to outrun me. I can move. That's not. Okay, I have to just do it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Am I still in for it? Yes. Okay, so I'm trying to run away. Oh,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, we're going to try to recharge the...
You ready?
Oh, here's a question. Okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So this dragon has 2 breath weapons, but the recharge says breath weapons. So to use either one, do I have to recharge both of them? Like...
Yes, according to rules as written.
Yeah, okay. So in that case, I shouldn't have been able to use the slowing breath because both my breath weapons were not recharged fully.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I misinterpreted that as like, the acid breath wasn't recharged, but I still have the other one.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
The recharge
You're right,
does say breath weapons. So I think on a technicality, I shouldn't have been able to use the slowing breath. I only recently started using the recharge. Like I used to play where I didn't use recharge much at all, mostly because I didn't really understand how it worked. And clearly I still don't understand how it works. But so okay. Well, do you want to rule that last move as invalid, or do you want to move forward with it?
I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
I'm going to allow it.
But moving forward, it has to recharge for both these and your breath.
Yeah. So
Okay.
are you going to roll for a recharge this time?
Yeah, we're going to roll for a recharge here. Okay, roll the 1.
Oh,
so
good.
So what I'm going to do then, we're just going to fly down to you.
All right.
And I'm just going to try to bite you.
Not a problem at all. Shall I put you there?
Yeah, that'll work. And then how much of my movement speed did that consume?
40. You've got
40?
20 foot left.
Okay,
20
great.
feet.
So I'll bite you. That's just a regular attack. All right, so we got 15, and my modifier is +4, so that's a 19.
AC 16.
And then it'll be a 1d10 plus 2. Okay, that's a 2. Plus 2 is a 4.
4 damage.
I think what I want to do is fly up onto that platform there, and then, just kind of sort of see if I can't get some partial cover behind that.
Yeah.
Path over there. Yeah.
Yes, that's fair. Okay, so I am going to turn invisible.
All right.
So I'm then going to move my 25 feet, but you're not going to know where.
Yeah.
Goes invisible. Unfortunately, I can't do anything else on my turn
Okay.
other than.
So I have blind sight
Oh, what?
of 10 feet. And blind sight, I believe. Let's see.
Yeah, you don't need eyes.
Yeah. It's right. I see. That's different from true sight. So true sight is the one that lets you see things that are invisible within the range. Blind sight is you can perceive things without eyes. It does not say anything about being able to detect something that's invisible, though.
It's not even like tremor
Well,
sense.
yeah. Well, here's a question, like mechanically, right? It's blind sight, and the way it works is it can perceive its surroundings without relying on sight
Yeah.
within a specific radius.
Yeah.
So it doesn't rely on sight. Invisibility negates sight.
Yeah.
So if a creature with blind sight came within something that was invisible, would they not still be able to see?
Yeah, know it. It would know it
Yeah.
because it's physically
Totally.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that'd be well played. If you can move to the right spot.
Yeah. So it would just be a matter of trying to find you now. Yeah.
So you need to know which way I went.
Yeah. Here's a question.
Yeah. Go on.
How far? Let's see. I was like 20 feet away from you before you moved,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have been able to perceive which direction you went.
No.
Well, then I think I'm going to try to recharge my breath attack, and we'll roll. It's a 5. That's a recharge. Okay, so that's good.
Okay.
Got my breath weapon back.
Yeah.
And now I'm just gonna find you. I want to fly 10 feet off the ground because I'm faster in the air than I am on the ground. So I'll land. So that's 20 feet to the ground, or probably 10 feet to the ground because I'm flying 10 feet above the air. So I have 50 feet of movement. I got a 10-foot radius. I'm gonna go ahead and try to. I'm gonna fly sort of behind this ruined
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just gonna fly the direction towards the edge of the map.
This way? Or...
Yeah, let's go there. Yeah. And then on the way, I'll be, if I
Oh!
come
On the way. On the
Yeah.
way. Okay.
So while I'm moving, I want to be sort of scanning, for lack of a better
Yes.
term. With
Well,
my blind sight.
I will report that you do not sense. You don't go within 10 feet of me.
Okay. And I've had I used 35 feet of movement.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the rest of my movement, and I'm gonna go towards you. The rest of my movement
10,
speed.
15, and you still sense nothing.
Okay, I'm just gonna hover there
Yeah.
apprehensively then.
I am going to move invisibly, but on the camera, hopefully. Okay. I have moved on the edit. I can't, unfortunately, see you from there.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
How long does invisibility last?
Invisibility until concentration is broken, or an hour.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Well,
You could just walk away and kind of
I
win.
know. All I want to do is get another attack in, but I just can't see you right
Right.
now. I've only got 25 foot of movement.
And attacking would break
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah, you'd see me
Yeah.
again.
I'm just gonna continue my path. I have
around
full
here.
feet now. Keep going that way. All the while.
Well,
So 60 feet.
you will sense me immediately here.
Okay. All right.
God damn.
Well then, as soon as I see you, I'm going to unleash an acid breath attack.
Oh no, right in my face.
Man, you know what I think? I think there should be house rule.
Yeah.
I think, and we don't have to do it here,
Hmm.
but there should be like some kind of penalty for someone who's in like point blank range of a dragon's breath weapon. You know?
Yeah.
It just like maybe disadvantage on their roll.
Mm.
You know, to get out of it.
Dex 16.
Okay, that saves. Yep, that saves. So then you
Ooh.
take half damage. So that's gonna be 4 of these. 3, 4. We'll roll it. 23. Okay,
Oh
and then
my-
so
God. That's what I did
11.
save. I did. Also, I'm not down.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
down.
So
I-
yeah, you saved. So it's half damage. That'll be 11 because we got 23, half rounded down. 22. That's 11.
7 health.
How much movement speed did I use before I found you? I'll use the rest of my flying speed to just fly straight up. So I'm about like 35, 40 feet in the air now. Although technically you are still invisible.
I am because I. Well, you could. Yeah, you could
Well,
sense me. You could sense
It sensed
me.
you, and then you took damage. Taking damage breaks concentration, right?
It does.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So invisibility is gone.
All right, I'm gonna have to javelin you because this is not going. I mean, I thought it was gonna be hard, but I was gonna warp it here. Okay, javelin, which is let's roll 5 plus 4 is 9.
Nope, that does not hit.
All right, so javelin goes whistling past you, and it's your go.
Let's try to recharge the breath again. 4. That does not recharge. Okay, that's a nice little mechanic that keeps dragons from being totally overpowered. Let's just go in. I'm gonna fly down for a bite attack then. So bite, that'll be a d20, and that's plus 4. That's a 6. I presume that'll be a miss.
Good. So you're right in my face now, so I can.
Well, I still have some of my movement speed, I think.
Ah.
I'm gonna fly back up in the air.
How far?
Well, see, it was what, 20 feet. It was about 35 feet down.
Yeah.
I have 60 flying speed, so we'll do 25 feet up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you go up there. All I can do is javelin your head. Okay, 16 plus 4, 20. Unnatural.
That is a hit.
Oh, finally. 2d6 plus 2, because I'm big. 2d6 plus 2. That's 8 total.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. I am not looking good. I would say the dragon's very bloodied. Just a DM point.
Yeah.
This is usually the point in my games where if they're fighting like a creature, like a dragon, like a monster, that is part of the natural world. You know, unless they're in their lair, dragons will fight to the death defending their lair. But if they're like in the wild hunting, especially if they're hunting and they hunt the party, if the party then wounds them to the point where it's no longer easy prey,
yeah,
this is where I'd have the dragon try to escape the party. Clearly, the dragon underestimated its prey, and so just kind of like a DM tip, like if your players are fighting a monster in the wild, like an owlbear, dragon, a beast of some kind, in its natural habitat, and they're not defending their young, not defending their lair, then in sort of the neutral space that is the wilderness, most monsters will default to their survival instincts and try to run away. That's in this arena mode battle royale. I'm not gonna say I run away because that kind of, that feels a little bit cheap. but just like I think like a world actual gameplay sort of thing. I like to do that in my games. I think it adds a little bit of realism to the game, and kind of it's like the world is like living and breathing, right? Where it's like these are animals that are living their lives, and you almost killed it. It thought it was going to have a quick snack. You proved to be not a snack, and it tries to get away. And now I still give the players a chance to maybe like try to grab it or try to stop it from escaping if they want to.
Yeah.
I do milestone leveling, so most of my players aren't trying to kill everything to get as much experience as possible, because I don't use XP points usually. So in most cases, the players, unless they had a good reason, like maybe they were told to track down this creature and bring it in, then maybe they would try to stop it. Otherwise, my players, I think sometimes would be happy. Oh, the dragon's gone, thank goodness. But that's just a little thing I like to do. But the dragon's very bloody at this point, so we're getting down to the wire here.
Right, so it's your go, right?
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna go. Okay, we're gonna recharge that breath attack. So here we go to roll. That's a 3, so that does not recharge. Okay. Well, then in that case, let's see. What have I got going for me here? All I've got is a bite, so I'll fly down to 25 feet and try to bite you again. Okay, so 18 plus 4, so 22. And we'll roll that. 12.
12, and I am now dead.
Okay. And with a desperate, vicious attack, the dragon lunges at the Dwargar's throat and rips it open with its jaws.
Well played, sir!
A tiny victory screeched over its quarry.
Alright,
that was close. That was good.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to completely wipe the floor there. Which you did eventually.
I did eventually, yeah, I got close.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, dragons are some of my favorite monsters in the game. I love dragons. They're so much fun.
Yeah, even wormlings. You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
They're even the little ones are very formidable. And I was I don't know if you watch there's a YouTuber, he does a lot of D&D lore videos. He did a series of D&D lore about dragons, and a fun little fact, green dragon hatchlings are capable of enough poison to kill most medium and large size creatures.
Whoa.
So even certain species like hatchlings don't necessarily have a stat block
Yeah.
in the monster manual, but just sort of some D&D lore. Even certain hatchlings of some species of dragon are quite dangerous. Oh, Mr. Rex, I think is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Rex,
Him, yeah.
his YouTube channel. Yeah, I liked dragons before D&D, but after watching his videos and playing the game, I love dragons so much. They're so cool.
Thanks so much for playing my silly little game.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And everyone go check out Zach's channel, Paddy Cap Dice. Thank you, and we will see you on another possible episode of this ridiculous game.